certainly seems to be more surprising to good liberals who really believed that Biden would be a qualitative improvement over Trump and not just a harm-reducing, softer face of capital, is the scene that played out in Texas that Charlie was referring to at the beginning. Do we have that graphic? So what everybody saw since the last regular episode that we did were these super disturbing scenes of Border Patrol agents on horseback with what looked like whips. There was a lot of discussion about whether these were according to Hoyle whips or not, rounding up desperate Haitian migrants who, by the way, all of these people have at least a prima facie reasonable case for asylum under international law, given the conditions they're fleeing from. But we saw them being rounded up in scenes that looked like the apes hunting humans, in Planet of the Apes, just bizarre stuff. And what was even more bizarre was the reaction from the Biden administration, and in particular here, White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki, who a lot of liberals have formed a very weird and disturbing parasocial relationship with. They like to talk about, Jen Psaki dropping sake bombs and whatnot. So do we have that video?
So what he has asked all of us to convey clearly to people who are understandably have questions, are passionate, are concerned, as we are about the images that we have seen, is one, we feel those images are horrible and horrific. There is an investigation the president certainly supports, overseen by the Department of Homeland Security, which he has conveyed will happen quickly. I can also convey to you that the secretary also conveyed to civil rights leaders earlier this morning that we would no longer be using horses in Del Rio. So that is a policy change that has been made in response. But separately, all related, it's also important for people to understand what our process and our immigration process is and what the steps are that are taken.
Yeah. So, guys, thoughts?
I have so many right now. First of all, it is perfectly legal to walk up to the country, step across our border and say, hey, I want asylum. That is international law. These people deserve due process. There are two problems that are happening right now. First of all is a self-inflicted wound of Title 42, which is the law that Jen Psaki keeps referring to, which is a Trump-era law that Biden has renewed and is fighting for in courts. And the other ones were made in Mexico, which Biden did try to get rid of. And then it was Justice Alito made them keep that law. So we have, kind of conflicting things going on right there. Last time I've been seeing they're actually loading people up on planes and sending back to Haiti. And to the best of my knowledge, 0 horses have been deported. Which is if they're going to get rid of the horses, send them back to Haiti.
Yeah. Jake?
No, I definitely found some dark humor in your tweet, about the whole situation.
Oh, yeah.
I could actually put it up here, but
yeah.
It
so
is.
for people listening to this later in the podcast, it's what a shitty Dem politician in a satirical TV show would do. Hey, you don't like the horses? No problem. We can get rid of the horses.
Yeah, exactly. It definitely had major Veep energy for sure. So I don't know if.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like everybody is horrified by this, and it's like an alien trying to understand why humans are horrified by it. Okay, for some reason they don't like the horses. I mean, can we? So we shouldn't be riding horses. Should we be rounding up the Haitian migrants with chariots, or maybe we could get a bunch of motorcycles and Mad Max, that'll be better. I mean, if the horses look bad, change the horses.
I think we can all agree that when we abolish ICE and create a border rescue force, we're still going to need horses to patrol the area to rescue people. Yeah,
the horses are not the issue. The issue is this heavy-handed militaristic response to round people up in this violent way and send them back to these horrific conditions that they're fleeing from, rather than following America's legal obligations under various treaties and institutions that it's party to, and at least hear out their case for asylum.